I was with Tara for 4 years when I finally worked up the courage to ask her to marry me. We had this perfect relationship, split the bills down the middle, went on vacations together every summer, even adopted this crazy golden retriever named Benny, who basically ran our entire house. Everyone always joked that we were already married anyway. I picked this spot up on Lookout Ridge where we had our first real date, brought the ring, got down on one knee, said all the right words. I was so confident she would say yes that I had already started planning the engagement party in my head. Instead, she just stared at me like I had asked her to jump off a cliff. "I can't say yes," she whispered, and her voice was shaking. "Jacob, I love you more than anything, but I don't want to marry anyone. Ever." She told me right there on that mountain that she didn't believe in marriage at all. Said she never planned to get married to anybody. Not me, not anyone. I had known she wasn't super traditional about stuff, but in 4 years together, she had never once mentioned this. Not even when her sister got engaged last year and we spent the whole weekend at wedding dress shops. I didn't yell or beg her to change her mind. I just sat down next to her on that stupid rock and nodded. We sat there for maybe 20 minutes, just listening to the wind move through the trees. The drive home was completely silent except for the radio playing some sad song that felt way too perfect for the moment. The next morning, I started packing my stuff. Not because I was angry at her, but because I realized we wanted completely different futures. She wanted to keep things exactly like they were forever, and I wanted to build something bigger. No cheating, no betrayal, just two people who loved each other but couldn't agree on what love should look like. Moving out was horrible. Benny kept running back and forth between us like he couldn't figure out why we were dividing up his toys. Tara cried the whole time, but she never asked me to stay. I think she knew it wouldn't be fair to either of us. 2 months later, I was just starting to feel normal again when my phone rang at like 11 at night. It was Brooke, Tara's younger sister, and she was crying so hard I could barely understand her. She kept apologizing and asking if I still had the engagement ring. "I know this is weird," she said between sobs, "but Mom told me you might still have it, and I was wondering if maybe I could buy it from you." I told her she was crazy if she thought I would take money from her, but then she started explaining why she needed it. Turns out Brooke had been having these weird chest pains for months, and when she finally went to the doctor, they found something wrong with her heart. She needed surgery, and even with insurance, the family was looking at thousands of dollars they didn't have. Then Brooke told me the real reason Tara had said no to my proposal. She said Tara had been working 2 jobs for the past 6 months, picking up shifts at a coffee shop after her regular job, all to help save money for Brooke's medical bills. Tara was terrified that if she married me, I would get stuck helping pay for her sister's surgery, and she didn't want to trap me with that kind of debt and responsibility. She didn't want you to feel like you had to take care of a sick sister-in-law, Brooke explained. So she figured if she said no, you would move on and find someone without all this family drama. I felt like someone had punched me in the stomach. Tara had chosen to break both our hearts instead of just telling me the truth about what was happening. She thought so little of me that she assumed I would run away the second things got complicated. I drove straight to the hospital that night with the ring, found Brooke in the cardiac wing, hooked up to all these monitors, looking tiny and scared in that hospital bed. I handed her the ring box and told her she wasn't buying anything from me. The next morning, I took the ring to 3 different jewelry stores until I found one that would give me a decent price for it. Took every single dollar from that sale and used it to pay down what insurance wouldn't cover for Brooke's surgery. When the hospital called to confirm the payment, I could hear Brooke crying happy tears in the